morning student. Today I am going to tell you about monohybrid cross because it's very important type of cross and it covers two Mendelian laws. Okay, so you know very well what is the first Mendel law of dominance, and second law is law of segregation, and third law is law of independent assortment. Okay, so first we will discuss about the law of dominance, and it will clear from monohybrid cross only. Okay, so what is the monohybrid cross? Mono means one. Okay, if we are keeping one character of plant clear in our mind, and if we consider one character of plant, that time it's known as the monohybrid cross. We are performing cross and we are keeping the thing in our mind that only one character has to be considered. Clear? So you can see on your screen, it's very clear. Through this flow chart only we can understand monohybrid cross. Clear? And it cover law of dominance also. Law of dominance. Clear? It's very easy, children. Patiently listen to me. Okay, so here you can see the two characteristic in male and in female. Clear? So one character is of tall plant and second character is of dwarf plant. You are taking two plants, you are performing the cross between these two plants. One plant bear characteristic of tallness and second plant bear the characteristic of dwarfness. Okay, tall pea plant means TT. TT allele represent the homozygous condition and small tt represent the recessive homozygous condition. Clear? That much is clear. Now you can see that if I am writing it in this way, okay, cross between them, so what types of gamete will produce? Clear? Small t, capital T. Okay, small t, I can perform it in this way. Try to understand it. Okay, T, T and T, T. This T will cross with this. Okay, so what will be form? T, T. This T will cross with D. This T, what will form? T, T. Okay, this T will cross with this. What will form? T, T. And if it will cross with this, what will form? T, T. That is clear. Means what type of plants will form in first generation, first filial generation? Tall plant with heterozygous condition. Why heterozygous condition? Because there is a blending of genes. Clear? So if I will make the Punnett square of it, okay, Punnett square if I am going to make, how it will be look? Clear? That this is known as the Punnett square. Okay, children? Try to understand. These are the male and female gamete. Okay, so first of all, T, small t. Again I am making. Try to understand it. With this only you are able to understand it. Tall and dwarf. Okay, when these two male and female gamete, we have to write in this way. Okay, so if they cross, what will form? They two. If they two cross, what will form? If they two cross, what will form? So this is known as the Punnett square. Okay, in this Punnett square you can see that all the plants, if you go through with these plants, then you can see that all these plants, 1 2 3 4, okay, all are tall but heterozygous condition. If I'll write the phenotype means how these plant will look. So what is the phenotype ratio? Phenotype ratio is 4:1. And what is the genotype ratio in this case? 4:1. Yes, is it so? No, it is of 4:0 and 4:0. Yes. So 4 plants are tall. It's a phenotype ratio, and 0 plant is dwarf. All are tall. And in case of genotype, all are having the same genetic composition. So that's why in a monohybrid cross, in a first generation, all plants are tall and their genotype characteristic also same. Clear? It's about in monohybrid cross, that is the F1 generation. Now what about the second generation? Okay, second generation I am making here. Try to understand this also. TT if cross with TT, tall heterozygous condition if cross with tall heterozygous plant, that time what will be the possibility? Okay, so what are the gamete will form? T T T T. Yes, is it is. This is the Punnett square. Okay, try to understand it. Clear? What will form? T, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t. Now in the next part, capital T, small t, small t, small t. Okay, now try to understand this thing also. Here you can see tall pea plant. Here you can see tall pea plant. Here you can see tall pea plant. But here you can see dwarf pea plant. But there is another problem. You can understand it. Clear? Here you can see phenotypically they are 3 tall and 1 is dwarf. If I'll write phenotype ratio, so what I will write? 3:1, because 3 is tall and 1 is dwarf. But if I'll write genotype ratio for F2 generation, what I will write? TT homozygous condition 1, tall but heterozygous condition 1:2, ratio dwarf condition, dwarf and homozygous condition. So it means that from here only we can understand in F2 generation, this is the ratio for F2 generation. Phenotype ratio is 3:1, 3 tall, 1 dwarf, and genotype ratio is 1 pure tall, 2 hybrid tall, 1 pure dwarf. So this is about the monohybrid cross. I think that much is clear. So you will make this diagram and try to understand. In F1 generation, what you observed in F1 generation, just recall it. All are tall means dominant character can be passed on to the next generation. Clear? Always dominant characters are visible. That is only known as the law of dominance. I hope children that much is clear. If you have any question regarding this, just send me your question. Thank you.